we are back. Nice.
There we go. I think you're not supposed to hit them until you're actually up there.
I don't think so either. Yeah,
But
I think we're doing them as
I don't
before we
do
go
things how normal people do them.
No. Why would we? Why would we do that? We know the solution. And it's whatever this is.
However, Link seems...
Whatever weird hippity hop you got going on. Do we want to kill him without knocking him off? Because he probably has arrows.
Just sneaking up for a little CQC.
Do it. Link grabs him and like slices his throat with the length of the sword. It's like, oh no!
Yeah, you can do that in Metal Gear 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is
not
4
lethal,
Guns of
though.
the Patriots or is 5 Guns of the Patriots?
4 is Guns of the Patriots.
Okay,
5
that's
is
the only one I
Phantom
played.
Pain.
That's the only one I
Up we
played.
go.
Whee! He just looks down. Link, don't look down. All there is down.
It's funny because there's like no cutscenes in Metal Gear 5 too. And all the
Really?
exposition's pretty much done through like...
And all of 4 was like 3 hours of cutscenes total.
Yeah.
With one of them being like 40 minutes long.
I miss it.
Oh man.
Instead, all the exposition's done through cassette tapes that you can listen to while you're in the field and
That's cool.
stuff. Like, it's an
cool that they
interesting
made
way
a
of going
change.
about it.
Yeah.
The game is unfinished though, because fuck Konami.
Is Phantom Pain the one with Quiet?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
still a stupid choice. I'm not going to justify that. That was just like Kojima be horny.
Yeah.
Like, there's an
Nice.
interesting story reason for like why it
Cool.
is, but it's still not a good
No,
justification.
and I'm aware of it too. Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
she breathes through her skin like a plant. It's like, that's fine, but
I thought it was like photosynthesis, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Link, good job, Whip. I've managed to get on top of the ship. Now the ship looks just like it used to. Whip, that makes me so happy. Now I just need you to go rescue me crew.
Yeah. She could still be wearing a sports bra and leggings, and that would still be better. Instead, it's just like, it's not, it's barely
Well, think about how much free real estate is on the legs. It's a lot
Yeah.
of it. I'm
but
pretty
she's
sure they're being held in the brig inside the ship.
Pantyhose does not count as pants. Especially ripped pantyhoses, Kojima, you horny
I
bastard.
think, I think no matter what, we can describe her costume all day. I don't think the problem's quite
character's
as
good,
much
too.
with her costume. I think the problem is with the fanfare of her like being like, oh, striptease while showering or doing the poses in the helicopter. It's like, that's kind of unnecessary, right?
A little bit, yeah.
It'd still be pretty dangerous here, so I'll just wait in the boat. Arr. You can do it. Arr.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, just admit it.
I get the fanfare of it, and I think he's being blatant, and he's not like
Oh, no, he's
asking for approval, definitely.
No.
But I also think
just
that he went
find it-
overboard in some other stuff.
I find it hilarious that some fans try and justify it. It's like, guys, he was horny. Like, don't...
Well, the difference is Nier versus Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Yokotaro's an absolute unabashed pervert.
Yeah.
I think we can say that, and Yokotaro would be like, yeah, no, I like the ladies.
He embraces his sexuality.
Yeah.
Like, you can call it being a pervert if you want, but at the
Oh no,
same
he's
time,
absolutely a pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not like I don't have a negative connotation for that in the aspect that he does it, because it's not hurting anyone, and it's not. There's being a pervert. There's being fucking. I can name 1,001 people, and I'm fucking up.
Ledger?
No, just like actual people, like Harvey Weinstein, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's being that kind of pervert, and then there's being like the nobody gets hurt. This is silly, and it's just a product type of like, oh, you dirty old lech, type of deal.
Yeah. There's
Nice heart
definitely
piece.
a big difference between
3 to go.
Yokotaro and Heart.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that there are some like Metal Gear fans that have tried to justify. It's like, nah, story-wise it makes sense. Like, nah, story-wise story was made up. They made up the story. They could have.
It almost feels like they did it to fit.
Yeah, it's like,
and it's fine.
it's fine, but
There's been weirder shit out there, absolutely. But it's the scenes where she like goes out and poses. Like in the helicopter, it's just like, that's egregious. Yeah, this was done for fan service,
It was done.
and I get it. I watch anime. That type of shit happens all the time.
I get it.
I'm not lambasting them, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think we know.
Yeah, I think we're aware. It's
fine. I'm down with it. Like, that's all cool.
You can get an outfit where she is covered, but it takes so long and there's so much work to get it. It's kind of ridiculous. Where it's like, come on.
That's kind of the opposite of costumes, then, right?
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Generally, costumes as you level up get skimpier.
It's so
for females.
It's so blatant, and the fact that they try and justify it through story is just like.
I think it's a fine story thing. It's just some of the actions of it can be a little bit too much. The story side of it, like, oh, she's a photosynthesis in a plant. Sure, okay.
They literally have a character later on that does the same thing who's completely covered.
Really?
Dude.
I did not know that.
But he's super old, so it's like, well, we're not going to show that.
Oh, is that the sniper dude, or is that a different game?
He's similar to the sniper dude, but sniper dude is from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah, I'm aware of what the, I think they call him the something.
But yeah, sorry if that's technically a spoiler. I'm sorry, people. The game is 5 years old at this point.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, it's covered in every gaming video. It's covered in every single top 10. Sexualized.
I didn't know about the old man.
I didn't. I don't think I know about it either.
Yeah, I'm speaking because he's prevalent to the plot, but
yeah. 5-year-old video game. We're talking lightly about it. We're not spoiling. We're not showing videos. We're not showing. Yeah, we're just
Kojima
talking.
does a lot of that in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, Kojima's absolutely a horn dog.
No, I just meant in terms of like kind of goes overboard in a lot of ways in Metal Gear Solid 5. That's a little like.
I think he does it in everything he does.
He does, but not as much as like the previous games. Like there's some like almost feels like. I don't want to say smut, but they're like the opening scene from Metal Gear 5 feels like a snuff film, and you're like, this is just, it's out of tone with the rest of the game too.
Is it? Okay. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Snuff film meaning like watching a murder happen?
Yeah. There's literally a scene where you're under a bed and a guy gets shot in the head and you have to watch it close up. And it's like
that sounds like most horror games nowadays.
Yeah.
Like Outlast has a lot of stuff like that.
I almost did not play Metal Gear 5
because of that.
Because that open, like they do it like 4 times. Like this is just like this is not the tone of the games that I'm used to, and it feels very.
I feel like some of the stuff, and I've only played Phantom Pain, and it's been forever, so I'm not the most logistically familiar with a lot of this stuff. But I feel like some of it can get very dark.
No, it can get very dark, but just like that was a level of darkness that was like this. There's usually a little like
a live execution type of deal.
Like right up in your face. Like there's a little bit of it's going a little further than you've normally gone before. I'm a little like, what's the rest of this game gonna be like? Because if this is it,
I think Kojima likes to press the boundaries.
He definitely
on what's tasteful. What is?
I will not be playing fucking Death Stranding though. God.
No. I'm not. I'm just. That's not my type of game. That's all.
Yeah, I saw that game. Was like, oh, delivery guy. Well, it's the pandemic.
Well, did you know that? And I'm sure a lot of people are aware of this. It's not really a spoiler. It's more of an Easter egg. But
fun over there, nerds.
What's the actor's name? Do you happen to know? Or he's from The Walking Dead.
Oh, you're talking about. I know his face.
Yeah. This is literally a puzzle from Breath of the Wild, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, they probably just reused it.
Master, I am detecting very strong vibrations.
I don't remember his name.
Yafi? Are you detecting good vibrations? Signs that the current situation is difficult to assess or accurately assess. Norman Reedus, thank you. But I suggest hurrying to the crew in the brig and freeing them first.
Or is that the name of his character on the show?
No, Norman Reedus is his real actor name.
Okay.
Did you know that if during one of the scenes you're like third person, you're observing him, if you look down at his crotch enough times, he'll actually punch the camera.
Nice.
He'll like grab the camera from the bottom and punch it like he's almost grabbing you by the chin and like, stop looking at my junk. Like he actually, like if you look down at him in his shorts or whatever he's wearing at the time, he'll kind of like cover up, being like, what the hell? And then after you do it enough times, he'll respond. So Kojima's an absolute pervert. It's in every one of his games.
Oh yeah, it's the original.
And he's obviously aware of it and stuff. Like
he does it tongue-in-cheek wise. Too.
Yeah. It's obviously kind of like a parody for the Norman Reedus one, stuff like that.
I like Kojima's games. Don't get me wrong. I played all the Metal Gears, but Quiet was a little bit like, man, It was 2015, I guess, when they made it. It was probably around like 2012 10 or something like that. But regardless
of the year, I think
of
that's
the
his
year,
style.
It's just kind of like, yeah, it's never been that over the top. And some of that stuff is like,
I feel like that one was a lot.
yeah, it was like, you're stretching a bit, Kojima. Like, I feel like you're pushing me a little bit, but that's kind of what he does. So at the same time,
I think his thing is pushing the envelope.
yeah, he definitely pushed the envelope. It's just too bad that game never really got finished, because 5 was supposed to have like an extra third chapter, but Konami was getting mad that it was taking so long. And
Did you say 5 or 5?
5.
Okay.
So that game is kind of finished but not finished, but it's a prequel.
Can you hit the guys through the floor here?
I think you can.
It might not be modeled so that, yeah, it doesn't look like it.
But it takes place before Metal Gear Solid, the original one. It's a prequel, so you can kind of connect the dots. So
Okay.
it's kind of fine. Like, it's cool because it takes place after the third one, takes place after Peace Walker, kind of like completes the whole Metal Gear story. So if you've been playing for a long time, like, oh, okay, this is the boss. And before,
Well, it's fine. I'm sure we're going to get another Metal Gear real soon, right?
I mean, if it's anything like Metal Gear Survive, yeah, sure.
Why wasn't Kojima separated from Konami?
Yeah, I mean, he did start following Konami's Twitter, so some people are like speculating, like, oh, maybe they're friends again. It's like, who knows? I'm not gonna cash out myself, honestly. It's like,
I'm not the fondest for
game.
I'm not the fondest for Kojima.
I don't think there's anything.
I think he made some interesting games. It's just never been much of anything I've played.
Yeah. I need to come
and that's
from
fine.
the other side, I guess.
But I heard a lot of. Isn't there a new game that's coming out that people thought Kojima might have been related to, and it caused issues and stuff?
There was like
It was an indie dev, right?
Like an indie dev who was potentially making, like, people like speculated it was Silent Hill, and it's like, guys, it's just an indie dev making a game. Like, chill your grills.
Well, even though they came out and said no, that's not what's happening.
Doesn't matter.
It seems like a lot of fans went out of their out of their way.
See what happens.
To still try and relegate it as that, and it sounded like it was almost detrimental.
Oh yeah, to the staff for sure.
Well, yeah, I didn't follow it closely, so I'm speaking as kind of like an outside observer rather than somebody who's like, this is a journalism thing. Absolutely not.
Well, this is just the room with these nerds in here.
And that was a while ago too, especially by the time this video comes out.
Oh yeah.
Again, we're not video game journalists.
No.
We're fans of games, and this is the stuff we hear, and you guys hear it much later.
Go to Polygon.
Go to IGN, 8 out of 10.
Go to Bloomberg. He honestly just doesn't really do journalism. Like, they're more about, they report news, but they're not about like investigative journalism. They're more about like, hey, there's a new thing coming out from some form of media. Let's have an article about it, type of deal. They're not really like Kotaku or Polygon or I don't think Gama Sutra's still around anymore.
Oh, Game of Sutra? Gama Sutra, Game of Sutra? Yeah. I was like, who are we talking about here? Okay,
I don't think Gama Sutra. I think Gama Sutra might still be around.
Who is the gaming group? It's like 3 guys, and one of them has like an eagle avatar. And that's gonna ruin me now. I watch them all the time, but I literally do not know their name.
I mean, gaming journalism's in a weird, precarious spot too, because like all journalism.
Precarious spot?
Precarious.
Gotcha.
That's not a word.
I think you're combining 2 words, but that's
probably
that's all good. I get what you mean.
I mean, just like regular journalism, it's all kind of up in the hill. Where like, who's gonna pay for it? But it's also something that's like a necessary thing to have a third party discuss this kind of stuff. That's not nice.
I'm gonna try and. I don't usually try and do this, but I'm gonna find out who it is.
Help me out.
Game Ranks. No, not Game Ranks.
Here, I hope you know.
Is it Game Ranks?
Oh,
it's Game Ranks.
To save the captain. I'm so happy.
Who I was talking about.
But we can't get out of here while that Sparky block thing's in our exit.
Oh, so they're gonna leave as soon as you, or you will help them out as soon as you get rid of that.
I forgot to mention, but the engine room is right below this brig.
Right on, and you can see it through the floor. Good
That's
game
where it
design.
Was before when I was there. There's a corridor from the engine room that connects this brig. But to get through the engine rooms, you're gonna need to activate 2 power generators in the engine rooms.
Got it.
Oh, you didn't turn on one of the power generators?
We turned on one, yeah.
You still need to activate the other one, though. There are 2 power generators.
Where's the second one?
The last power generator is here.
Gotcha. At the end of a hallway. Okay. Cool. Or we enter in. There's the doorway to the right side, right there.
What floor am I on?
Just over the pinky.
I'm on bottom floor 2.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go up 1 floor there.
Cool.
You can do it.
Tight. It was game ranks, guys. The group that I was talking about. I'm not the most informed on who they have in their staff and stuff, but I love their information on what games are coming out, what's new, what they like a.
I mean, I used
not
to
a
go,
retrospective, but like the future. Yeah. They're projecting what a game might be or how well, or they're like, oh, we're thinking we're gonna play it, but we're gonna be a little cautious about it. I feel like they're actually some dudes that really feel like they're giving it their all for
it's
all
just,
aspects of gaming.
Yeah,
I like game ranks.
It's kind of like a dwindling
with an
thing.
X at the end.
Yeah.
RANX.
Because gaming journalism is just really hard because a lot of publishers are just giving their stuff to people like us, which isn't a bad thing because
There's a fuck ton of info out there.
You get a lot of different people, but gaming journalism is just, it's in a weird spot. And even places like Giant Bomb that used to do it a lot are finding themselves like trying to keep it up and still keep journalistic integrity, but it's really hard in this modern day when they can just, gaming companies don't have to really rely on journalism anymore. They can just give it to
influencers.
They can give it to Ninja and like he can just play the game and like that's better than giving to a review site for some people. I'm sure a lot of people
are giving games to Ninja and PewDiePie and and Markiplier and Jack. I'm sure we get free games.
I'm not saying we're
not anywhere near there.
It's more so of just like, oh, this is just a reality of the current situation type of deal. Not so much like, oh, this is bad. You're saying so. I was like, no.
You might be able to garner better reviews by doing okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's just like the whole point of like when there's like a thing that like where there's some players interviewing players and like it's only giving their one perspective, and when you don't have a third party giving like input, this was like for the NBA, like when you don't have a third party assessing a situation and being kind of a neutral source, it kind of does, it very much biases the view. And yes, some journalists are still biased. That's not saying they're not.
Yeah, that's one form of journalism, right?
Yeah,
that's just kind of like very centered in that area, rather than the aspect of maybe having an outside source to give kind of a broader view.
Yeah, it's very interesting in the way that just media is being covered now is very different than it used to be. You used to be able to just go to a newspaper and like that was your only source and the TV, and now it's different. But we'll be back next time. I'm gonna figure out what I'm supposed to do next.
Yeah, I'm a little kind of like
I'm a little puzzled.
I think you have to go to the other side, the complete other side.
Yeah,
I think the door is all the way over there. But yeah, when we get over there, we'll see you guys later. Beep. Bop, boo.
Open up.
Because it has like the little square in the wall. It looks like it's a doorway. Yeah, right there. We'll figure that out, man. Oh no, we're not even there yet. We still got to go through the hallway behind you. It looks like it doubles back around. That's just to lead up to the deck. Are we gonna eventually? Yeah. Hey!